to all the fans all over the world, like, I'm back.
Here, I'm ready. I'm the champion for a reason, and this is a huge fight. Easily, it could be fight of the year. So like I said, man, I'm excited.
July 19th is gonna be a lot, good action and good fight. Especially there's a lot of good undercards in this fight. So I know Barrios' capacity is he can really entertain the fans, and we can entertain the fans on July 19th. And also the undercards, there are very.
Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios recently clashed in a fiery face-off following a tense press conference. The words were exchanged as both fighters tried to assert dominance and unsettle each other. Both fighters tried to show confidence and gain an advantage over one another. Each was determined to stay composed and ready before stepping into the ring.
Y'all tune in on July 19th. Like I said, this whole fight card from start to finish is gonna be a banger. But yeah, me and Pacquiao, it's gonna be a legendary night for a reason.
At the press conference, first of all, Manny Pacquiao spoke with deep emotion about his return to the ring, describing boxing as a vital part of his life. He clarified that the sport left a distinct hole and was always on his thoughts, even while he was gone. His affinity for boxing remained unwavering, and his drive to compete only intensified. As evidence of his continued commitment, he described having a personal gym and boxing ring at home.
The world is wondering, you're coming back. Why?
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? For whole years I stopped boxing, and always thinking boxing. And even my house, I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball and playing badminton. So that's why I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
While reflecting on Pacquiao's comeback, Mario Barrios acknowledged his opponent as a true legend of the sport. He expressed respect for Pacquiao's enduring skills, believing the veteran still possesses everything needed to secure a victory. Barrios expressed real excitement about the chance to compete against him. Fans won't forget this high-level, thrilling battle.
I was freaking out at first. One, to even know that Manny knew who I was. Two, that Manny, like he was interested in a fight with me. It's a great honor, to for a legend like himself, to want to come back and to contend against my title. And I know this is probably like my biggest fight at hand. And yeah, I'm excited.
In response, Pacquiao also showed respect for Barrios, recognizing him as a talented and worthy opponent. He explained that he had many options for his comeback fight, but chose Barrios for a reason. He was regarded by Pacquiao as a real champion who could mount a formidable defense. He thought that their fight would provide the audience an interesting and unforgettable experience.
When you wanted to throw your hat in to potentially return, you could have picked anybody to fight and collide against. Mario Barrios is the champion, but specifically, what attributes does he have that you want to test your skills against?
I think Barrios has his own talent of boxing. Like he can give a good fight, and I believe that me and him we're going to fight in the ring. I'm sure that the fans will be satisfied and happy.
Furthermore, speaking about his title defense against Manny, Mario confidently embraced his status as a champion, crediting his success to hard work and talent. He was proud to have the title and acknowledged the work it required to get here. However, he saw it as a huge pleasure to be able to defend it against a legend like Pacquiao. The bout is both a test and a significant turning point in Barrios' career.
Reviews, I've headlined these other, main event cards that I've been on. They've all prepared me, for a moment like this, and now this is my moment. Like I said, I'm defending my title against a legend, and I couldn't have been more honored.
However, while Barrios spoke about a successful title defense, Pacquiao also shared his own vision of victory, saying it would be a special achievement to become champion again at this stage of his life. He viewed this return as an opportunity to surprise his devoted fans after a protracted absence from the ring. Pacquiao said he sincerely wanted to cheer those people who still had faith in him. He claimed that winning the title would make everyone who was supporting him happy in addition to achieving a personal objective.
Manny, what would it mean for you if you're able to upend Mario Barrios and become world champion once again?
It mean a lot for me because me, Manny Pacquiao is like I always bring surprises to the fans, and that's my passion. And it's really important to, of course, to the people that they will happy after the fight.
Additionally, Mario Barrios thought back to his time as an undercard fighter and his current position as the main attraction. He talked about his career, which has been a long journey filled with progress and hardships. He attributed his success to tenacity and hard effort despite the ups and downs. He now views it as a fulfilling turning point in his boxing career, standing in the spotlight against a renowned opponent.
It's been a long journey, especially since those early days, fighting on those undercards, where there was nobody even in the arena. But yeah, now I'm headlining, against a legend, against somebody who has been in there with everybody in the sport, against somebody who has probably seen, every type of style. And yeah, it's like I said, I'm expecting nothing less than an exciting fight. I'm getting ready and prepared for a prime Pacquiao. So yeah, I'm just, I'm stoked for this opportunity.
Moreover, both competitors professed complete readiness for the impending mega fight and provided insights into their preparations. They respected one another and acknowledged one another's abilities and backgrounds. Every boxer stressed that they have put in a lot of training and are ready for any obstacles that may come up in the ring. They pledged to provide the fans an exciting and competitive fight with assurance and tenacity.
You know me how I prepare for a fight. Like I'm not taking it lightly. I work hard. I like punishing myself to the limit. So it's gonna be. I can assure that I'm in 100% condition in the fight.
Shied away from a firefight. Like I said, I've been watching Pacquiao since I was a kid. I've seen him in wars against, like I said, basically everybody in the sport, from different generations. Yeah, like I said, I know in there it's not gonna be hard to find him. It's not gonna be hard, for that type of fight to unfold. It's just my job, to go in there and work on everything. Me and my team, we're preparing for, and do whatever I have to, to make sure I go back to San Antonio, and still with the WBC.
Most notably during the face-off, both fighters displayed a mix of emotions that were hard to read. Even though they smiled at one another, their faces didn't seem sincere, as though they were trying to hide how they really felt. Under the surface, it appeared that they were both taking great care to conceal any tension or reservations they may have had about one another. The tremendous stakes of their impending conflict were reflected in the moment's unsaid passion. Forward, following the press conference, numerous prominent figures offered their predictions for the mega fight, along with their analysis and justifications. Both fans and experts have expressed a great deal of excitement and discussion about the battle. In an interview, Mario Barrios said he is not focused on his opponent's age, as that is Pacquiao's own concern and something he knows how to handle. Barrios emphasized that the fight will be a kill or be killed battle because he also has to defend his title. He was confident and determined to play the game to the best of his abilities. Barrios stated unequivocally that he is prepared for a fierce and important battle with Pacquiao.
But he is 46, so are you conscious?
Nah, this business, man. It's kill or be killed in there. Because I know he's not gonna feel sorry for me in there. So he wanted this fight. It's not as if after my last fight I called him out. This is a fight that he wanted, and yeah, so like he wants it. So it's like, okay, man, like it would be an honor, to step in there with the legend. But again, at the end of the day, I'm in there defending my title.
Furthermore, Sean Gibbons also discussed the return of Manny Pacquiao. He repeated what Pacquiao had said, stating that the former champion is ready and driven to go back in the ring. Gibbons brushed aside detractors who say Pacquiao's comeback is motivated by money, citing his obvious joy as proof. He urged fans to see the fire in Pacquiao's eyes and questioned the idea that money is the motivation. Gibbons also reminded supporters that Pacquiao understands how to look after himself, so they shouldn't be concerned about him fighting at 46.
Yeah, I see all these people tweeting, he needs money, he needs this, needs that. It's not the money. Did you see the smile? Did you see the excitement? This is like he said, this is my passion. This is what I do. He's enjoying it. It's just what he is. It's like, if you can still do it at the highest level, why not do it? If it's football, baseball, basketball, rugby, and Manny believes he can still do it at that level, he's having fun with it. So, I just let all the people out there know, don't worry about Manny Pacquiao. He can take care of himself.
Tim Tissue also praised Pacquiao and recalled their past sparring sessions, calling him a great fighter who still looks young and sharp. He acknowledged the legend's continuing influence in the sport and spoke highly of Pacquiao's skill and spirit. But Tissue also cautioned that Barrios is a young and talented opponent. He underlined that the battle will not be simple and may present significant obstacles. It will be a difficult night for Pacquiao, but only time will tell how it turns out.
Barrios, the legend is here again.
46 years old, that's crazy that he's doing it.
And he looks super younger.
He's always like that. That's Manny Pacquiao for you, I did 2 weeks in camp with him once, and he's one hell of a fighter. But look, you can't beat youth, I believe. You can't beat youth, and Barrios, he's a beast. He's an animal. So it's going to be a tough night in the office for Pacquiao, but we'll see what he brings.
Did you spar Manny? When was this? What camp was this?
2019 for the Keith Thurman fight. Yeah.
Moving forward in his analysis of the fight, Brian Mendoza stated that Pacquiao remains superior to many current competitors. He went on to say that because Mario Barrios is a dangerous opponent, Pacquiao must be at his peak and sharpest when facing him. Mendoza said that in the subsequent stages, age can be an issue. He underlined how crucial Pacquiao's concentration and stamina were to the outcome of the bout.
I think Pacquiao, at least, from the first half of the fight, first 4 to 6, I think he's still going to be able to be kind of show signs of the old Manny Pacquiao. I think the wear and tear and everything, the age will kind of show more later in the fight. But again, so Abel Ramos is a dog. He's definitely a problem when you're in there. But I also think, man, this is Manny Pacquiao. You're gonna rise to the occasion. You're definitely gonna be your sharpest. I actually see him now sharper than he normally is at this stage in camp. This is super early in camp. I think 7 weeks, and he's already, making improvements.
Have you seen Manny in camp, or are you talking about?
I haven't seen. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about Barrios.
Okay, Mark.
Additionally, regarding the impending bout, Oscar De La Hoya also expressed his opinions, stating that Pacquiao is coming back to provide fans with a thrilling performance. He described the matchup as a showdown between 2 elite fighters and expressed strong support for it. De La Hoya highlighted the fight's potential for great entertainment value. For boxing fans worldwide, he thinks the fight versus Barrios will be exciting.
Why are you coming back? And the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be because I love to fight and I want to fight the best, and I've been watching boring fights, and I want to come back and give a show against Barrios, who's a world champion. That's a true legend for you.
While everyone is praising Pacquiao, it is because he continues to show great abilities in his training camp. Despite his years, he trains like a youngster, demonstrating impressive movement, footwork, and speed.
After this bagging heavy bag. I say, that's okay, like 6 maybe.
He puts in a lot of effort each day to keep himself in top shape, demonstrating his dedication. His ability to move with strength and agility still astounds onlookers. Pacquiao is far from slowing down, as seen by his unwavering work ethic. In addition, his dedication to perfection and enthusiasm for the sport are evident in his training sessions. He is committed to showing everyone that he remains the greatest. This motivation keeps him alert and prepared for any task that lies ahead. On the other hand, Mario Barrios is also grinding hard in the gym to prepare for his clash with Pacquiao. He knows exactly how tough the challenge ahead is and isn't taking it lightly. Furthermore, Barrios is concentrating on strength, quickness, and strategy while pushing himself to the maximum. His desire to stand out in the ring is evident in every session. He is doing everything he can to achieve a significant victory. Most importantly, after the press conference and intense face-off, the boxing community is buzzing with excitement. Spectators are anxious to see which boxer will prove his claims in the ring. Both sides radiate confidence and resolve, and the suspense is growing. Some followers genuinely believe in Barrios' abilities and strength. Some people really believe that his opponent is capable of winning. Everyone is eagerly awaiting fight night to see who will win because tensions are high. In the end, how do you feel about the impending altercation? Will his opponent step up, or will Barrios disprove his skeptics? We would love to hear your predictions, so please share them in the comments section. It looks like a fierce battle you won't want to miss. For more combat updates and analysis, remember to subscribe and like the video.